Alright, I'm really proud to be here today. My friend asked me, what are you doing tonight? I told him I'm going to NTU Toastmasters. And he told me, your TOEFL test is tomorrow morning. Then why are you practicing English? I told him, Toastmasters is practicing English. That's partially why we come here. And I'm sure that every day when we go home, we learn something new. So, as the language evaluator, my job is to listen for these small grammatical errors and small pronunciation errors. And my job is to the best of my ability, help you learn. So each time when you come, you can learn something new. Let's start off with a few grammatical errors, okay? Since everyone who here is amazing, we have professors, we have marketing experts from pharmaceutical brands, we have everyone here is like amazing. So I'm just going to take the questions and I'm going to throw them back at you. Tell me how to correct these phrases, okay? The first one, apply a scholarship. How do you correct this?
Apply.
Apply for a scholarship, good. It's a preposition use. The second one, this movie makes me impressive. This movie impresses me, or this movie impressed me. If it makes me impressive, that means it makes me look good. But it's the movie itself that impresses me. So it's a confusion between the subject and the object. The third one, have a brief lead introduction.
Brief.
Yeah, brief. But some of these might just be a slip of the tongue. We come here, we can just keep on practicing. It will goes like this. It will go, right? Because will is future tense. So with the future tense, you can only use the word go. But if it's present tense, you can use goes or go. Last one. Face with your boss. Faced with, right? Faced with. So it's like, it's a passive form. Okay, that's not actually my expertise. My expertise is actually teaching pronunciation. I'll tell you a story to let you know how important pronunciation is. You can see pronunciation is a key factor in letting other people understand you. But sometimes if you pronounce the word wrong, they can't understand you well. But sometimes you get the wrong meaning across. Let me give you a story, okay? My best friend in NCCU, he's a Korean guy, but he can't pronounce Chinese well. So he makes a lot of mistakes, but sometimes he'll get into fights because he's pronouncing something in the incorrect way, that people mistake it for another word. Today, he was having a talk with my professor. The professor asked him if he had any siblings, like sisters or brothers. He said in Chinese, "我有一个妹妹，妹妹来台湾，帮她找援交朋友，援交朋友跟她一起援交." And the teacher was like, "What? What?" And it's my professor. He's trying to say 语言交换. He said 援交. So you have to pronounce these words clearly. That's just one example. And then the teacher said, "这个金董你蛮有幽默感." And he said, 老师，谢谢，你也真好笑." This is an example. I'm just telling you an example of how bad your pronunciation can go. It can lead to these crucial mistakes. So let's fix a few pronunciation errors, okay, today. He has a big beard. In Chinese, it's like, he has big beard. He has a big beard. He's trying to say beard. The consonant at the end of the word is very important. If you place stress on the last consonant, it will make a difference. So he's trying to say beard, like the beard of a wizard. But if you don't say the D, it becomes a beer. Like you buy from 7-Eleven, right? So you have to pronounce the last consonant. The last consonant is very important. If you've been to the States, you find out that they do place a lot of stress on the last consonant. In Taiwan, sometimes it's easier just to let the word go. The second one, he's eating food. He's eating food, right? Again, it's the last consonant. The last consonant can make a difference because you can replace the last consonant with many different other consonants. So food becomes foot. Foot, it sounds like I'm eating my foot. So you have to pay attention to the last consonant, okay? The third one is, there are many people. People, right? There are many people in this room. If you say people, we don't really understand. It sounds like peephole. A peephole is a hole on the door in which you look through. You use that to peep at other people. But you should pronounce the word clearly. You should enunciate. You should be more coherent when you're pronouncing things. You should be more articulate. Okay, number 3 or number 4. When you're trying to say browsing, you have to make sure you pronounce the consonant in the middle of the word. Consonants are very important, otherwise they can be confused for other words. For example, when we're saying browsing a book, browsing a store, right? You have to pronounce this S. If you don't pronounce it, it becomes road, something like that. It gets stuck in between. We can't really make it out. So you make sure you place a lot of emphasis on the middle consonants. Okay, so that's pretty much it. Okay, one more. Can someone pronounce this? This one. 1分20秒。英文怎么说？ 1 minute and 20 seconds. If we don't place a lot of emphasis on this, it becomes 1 minute, 20 seconds. Something like that. But if you know how to pronounce the words clearly, this also adds to how other people can understand you. Because as the professor said, we have to talk slowly and let people catch on. Because you're trying to convey something. What's the point in talking really fast if other people don't understand you? It beats the point of communication. Another small technique I'd like to add on is be careful with your pronunciation. Because sometimes you might even lose this 50% to become a negative 50% if you're saying the wrong thing. So, that's the end of my language evaluation session. Thank you.